Some places don't just tell stories, they whisper them. Let them seep into your bones. And the Philae temple is one of those places. To get there, you do what travelers, merchants, and priests have done for centuries. You take a boat. The Philae temple isn't just another Egyptian ruin. This was a major religious center for over 1,000 years, dedicated to Isis, one of the most powerful deities in all of the Egyptian mythology. She wasn't just a goddess, she was the goddess, the mother, the healer, the sorceress. And for people who worshipped here, she wasn't just a myth, she was real. The entrance, massive, intimidating, designed to make you feel small. This wasn't just architecture, it was theology in stone. And the walls tell a story: betrayal, murder, resurrection. The myth of Isis and Osiris is inscribed in these reliefs, a kind of ancient storyboard. The columns are covered in inscriptions, and not just in hieroglyphs, but in Greek and Demotic too. Because Philae wasn't just for Egyptians. The Greeks, the Romans, they all came here, and they all left their mark. You see, even after Egypt was conquered, Isis didn't fade away. She was too important. The Greeks equated her with their goddess Aphrodite, and the Romans with Venus. And even as Christianity spread, her influence lingered. Some scholars believed her image was later absorbed into depictions of the Virgin Mary. And now the hypostyle hall. Picture this space packed with incense smoke, the sound of chanting priests, the flicker of torchlight on stone. This was the inner sanctum before the inner sanctum. And the closer you got to the heart of the temple, the more exclusive things became. Only the highest ranking priest and the pharaoh himself could go further. But for us, we're gonna keep it moving. And here it is, the heart of the temple, the sanctuary. This is where the statue of Isis would have stood, adorned with gold, receiving prayers and offerings. In the top corner, one of the hieroglyphs is of Isis nursing her son Horus, in a pose that later inspired Christian art of the Madonna and Child. But time moves on, the old gods had their moments, and then, like everything else, they were replaced. Christianity came and Philae became something else, a church, a battleground of belief. And if you look closely, you'll see the scars, crosses carved over hieroglyph, the faces of gods scratched away. The Romans ordered the last Egyptian temples closed in the 6th century AD, and this was one of them. The final gasp of a world that had existed for thousands of years. This is the Kiosk of Trajan, an unfinished masterpiece of Roman Egypt. And by the time this was built in the 2nd century AD, Egypt had long been under Roman rule. But the Romans knew better than to erase the past. They embraced it. And this kiosk was likely a ceremonial landing spot for emperors visiting Philae, a way to honor Isis and maintain favor with the Egyptian people. And here's the twist. This temple, it's not even supposed to be here. The Aswan High Dam would have drowned Philae beneath the Nile, so in the 1960s, UNESCO did the impossible. They took the temple apart stone by stone and rebuilt it on this island. It was one of the greatest archaeological rescue missions in history. And without it, all of this, the reliefs, the sanctuary, the whispers of the past, would be underwater.